Hi Virgos, welcome back to my channel, The Light of Grace, and this is Grace. It's time for another money job life reading, and this will be for the month of April 2023. I thank you so much for coming back, especially for my subscriber who's been sticking around with me. I thank you so much. Of course, for my new viewer, you are also special. Thanking you very much for checking out my channel, and I'm hoping that there is something about this reading that you will be drawn, and hoping that it would help you with your situation. Okay, this is going to be general reading. Not everything in my resonates. Take what resonates and drop that's not, and I do not sugarcoat. Okay, and this is going to be the money reading, Virgo with job reading, Virgo no job reading, life reading, and these are the gifts that you're going to be receiving from the divine for the month of April 2023. And before anything else, let me just turn my light on because it's a little it's a little better. Okay, and yeah, let's cleanse your energy, my energy, and the energy of this space. Thank you. What's coming your way when it comes to money, Virgo? You have the walking away in reverse, clarifying it with strength in reverse, five of cups, the Emperor, Queen of Wands in upright. Okay, advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the surrender to silence in quiet meditation or contemplation. Let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Sorry for my dog Brewster. He's barking again. And Brewster, new life. Choose a new direction. Come here and stay here. Obstacle and challenges. Just to warn you, Virgos, this is going to be a little of a heavy reading for my Virgos compared to the last month. Compared to the March reading, this April is a little bit different, a little bit on a more of a hard energies. Okay? All right, just to warn you, and if you don't want to hear that, I'm okay for you not to watch this reading. So, money-wise, money. This month of April, it seems like you're going to really have a hard time with money. I mean, we're talking about the Five of Wands in here, the Five of Cups in upright, and the Strength in reverse. And having to have the walking away in reverse as an energy coming your way. This is a situation that you might not be able to walk away, and you have to face it. Okay, this is something that you can't get rid of. Okay, so all right, let's go. Money wise, I feel like you might not be going through some feeling lack this April as far as money, and this is gonna be making you sad, making you upset, making you angry, making you feel like you have no control of the situation, and there's hardship here. Obviously there is a crack on the bridge here, and you're trying to cross that gap. But it doesn't look like it's a big gap, but it's still scary, because where you gonna, if ever you fall, you're gonna fall on that river. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that here you kind of thinking and contemplating about, you're gonna jump or you're just gonna fall back and just not to do anything. Okay, So there is that obstacle, there is that challenge for you. If you are married or you're living with somebody, a partner, it could be with your parents, or it could be, but you are in a situation that you're living with someone, okay, either family member or husband and wife or kids, whatever, but you're living with someone, and that person is involved here, because I see the Queen of Wands and Emperor here. There's these two who's kind of annoyed with each other because of some financial issue that you're going through, okay? Like what I said, it could be your partner, your friend, a roommate, a housemate, or family members, mom or dad or siblings, whatever. But it seems like you guys are annoyed of each other because there is this financial, it could be financial ruin. It could be some, maybe somebody's not paying their share or not sharing the money. Somebody is not giving their share. For example, electricity or rent. Maybe this person is not paying the job, not paying it, and there's a little bit of a shortage as far as, actually paying the mortgage or paying electricity. There is an issue here, and the other person is not happy about it. That's just another example. Or there is this there was this situation that one person must have gambled some, not this, doesn't have to be gambling as in casino or stuff, like maybe they put their money or they invest their money to something, or they purchase something big that it really upset the other person, and it caused a bit of a trouble as far as, money. And if that is not the case, I think here there's a little bit of a problem as far as maybe somebody's manipulating the money and the other person does not have the say with that decision making, with that planning. So it's causing a bit of discord between these two people. It's challenging. It's not fun. Okay? You're trying to stand your ground. You're trying to do all the best. You're trying your best. I can't speak English today for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the coffee that I'm drinking. 1 second. It seems like maybe it's the coffee. Because when I do drink coffee, I get easily distracted. So anyway, going back. Sorry about that. So you're trying to handle this situation the best you can, okay? And you're trying to really prove that you can deal with this. Standing on your ground, proving you can make a decision, proving that you can find solution with this issue. You're not giving up on this, and that's probably why you have the walking away in reverse. This is somebody who's actually deciding, I'm not going to run away from this problem with this financial issue. I'm not going to run away from it. I might not be happy with this situation. I might not be glad with this situation. I might not be able to control the situation, but I am not giving up. As you can see here, there might be some obstacle, but you are contemplating of getting through this and crossing this gap here. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. As far as the advice in the, sorry for that silence. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm getting here. But as far as the advice and guidance from the divine and the universe, it says here, surrender to silence. That maybe, too much of this trying to take control of the situation that maybe uh, exhausts you energy, maybe it makes you feel tired, maybe it makes you feel more cranky and moody here, and you're not going to be able to solve anything if you are in a cranky energy. So the divine is saying to surrender to silence. Maybe it's time for you to separate yourself from this situation. Maybe you need to go out of the house. You need to get out of the house, hang out with your friends, and have a nice, fun conversation with them. Or maybe you can go jogging. You can go for a walk or something. Go to the mall. Go to the park. Do something that you would take your mind off from the problem that you're facing at that moment in time. And sometimes having that silence and that quiet moment, but I know it's not quiet here because my rooster is barking. Sorry about that. But sometimes silence, you'd be surprised what would cross in your mind without thinking anything. And I always do believe that when a mind is so busy and polluted with anxiety, stress, and problems, and all the worries, there is no space for the answers and solution to cross your mind, because that is what your mind is busy about, worrying and thinking and being anxious. But when you quiet yourself, let's say you go to the mall and just be quiet, just walk around and do some window shopping, you'll be able to breathe out that negative energy, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna be like, oh, maybe I should do that. Oh, maybe I should be patient. Or maybe I should be more compassionate about this person. Maybe I need to kick somebody's ass, or something. It's a joke, but I'm trying to say that sometimes silence, you find answers in the silent time, and that's also how you regain your energy back. Okay, with this new life, what I'm getting here, that this situation is gonna change. It's gonna go to a different cycle, and I don't know how soon it will be. Maybe for some, that maybe to attain this new life is to actually change the direction of this. That maybe you have to choose a new way of dealing with this. Maybe you have to choose a different path. I don't know. It could be a plan, it could be a path, it could be a perception, it could be dealing with the situation. Maybe you need to change something. Okay, and maybe changing that situation will help you to kind of change this whole cycle, and maybe also help you to get out of this financial ruins, financial problem, financial depletion, or feeling lack. Okay. And with this new, choose a new direction, I think the universe is gonna throw you some choices, something that you can decide what to do. Okay, that's gonna lead you to a new cycle. That's one way that I can see this, choose a new direction, as a way, as an interpretation based on my intuition. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this April 2023, there's gonna be some financial problem involving another person that you might not be happy with, but you're trying your best to fix it. But the divine is saying that at this point in time, yes, there's going to be some challenges and obstacle, but maybe one way to fix this is to actually step yourself out of that situation and find some quiet time for yourself to regain your energy, and maybe to be able to attain some sort of clarity or epiphany that would help you to solve this issue. And maybe that epiphany, that clarity is drawing you to a new direction or a new way of approaching this problem, and that would probably help you to be able to walk away from this situation. But otherwise, at this April, you're not going to be able to walk away. This is something that you have to face. Okay, let's go to Virgo with job. What's coming your way? You have the World in reverse, clarified by the Queen of Cups. Four of Swords in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the surrender to non-action, Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. TikTok. It's up to you. And passion ignited. Okay, let's talk about this world in reverse. The world in reverse. I went back to the book and kind of read the meaning of this, or the interpretation that this author has for this world. And let me just go back to him, because I like the way they delivered the message here. 1 second. So, the world in reverse. Receiving the world reverse means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively outside of the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you might have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. But you still have the option to let all of that go, and this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizon around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center. Virgos. As far as work, this April, it feels like what is the book is saying, that there is this energy where you feel like you can't expand yourself. You can't move forward, or you feel stuck in this situation. It could be a project. It could be the workload that you have. Maybe you can't finish your workload. Maybe you're bombarded with things to do. Maybe it's a project. You can't finish maybe there's one piece or one part of that plan that's still missing, that you can't complete the plan in order for it to be produced. Or it could be that your work is limiting you to things that you can do. Maybe it's the policy of the company. Maybe it's the kind of job that you do. But there is some sort of a limitation, and there's some sort of lack of expansion in this energy that's happening at work. Okay, and that seems to be why the 8 of Wands is in reverse. There's not a lot of expansion. There's not a lot of movements here. And with this 4 of Swords reverse, it's stressing you out. It's making you think. It's making you wonder. It's making you anxious for some of you. And it's you are thinking, but it's kind of in a way that is bothersome. Okay, you're not happy about this because there is no moving forward with the energy that you're receiving from work. Okay, but you are the Queen of Cups. I'm not saying that you don't love your job. Maybe you love your job. Okay, and some of you don't really love your job, but you have this respect to the job that you have. If whatever responsibility that they give to you, you take care of it, because to you it's a job, it's a responsibility, and you care about that responsibility. But for some of you, you just love your job. Okay, but maybe the third energy is that you're just a loving, understanding person who's using your intuition to do this. But there is something going on at work that's really, really pulling you out of this Queen of Cups energy, and it's really kind of asking, then is this situation that you're going through is asking you to follow your intuition here, to follow your intuition. Because here you're boxed in. You are not be able to do the things that you want to do. You can't move forward with this, whatever the situation that you're in. It's drawing you again to bring your intuition into this decision making. Now the universe is saying that There is a little bit of a contradiction here. I'm feeling it seems like there's a two plan. It's like TikTok. Okay, it's about time for you to make a decision, to take action. It seems like it's time for you to start processing the situation that you're facing. Okay, and it'll be up to you what you do with the plan. Whatever, it's up to you what you do with this. Okay, and maybe it's time just for you to decide that maybe, okay, I'm gonna take action to this one. I'm gonna make this an open energy, so I can see what I need to work on, that you have to really try. Or it could be just that it's time for you to maybe to just take it as it is, to just embrace whatever that you're facing with, because it says here surrender to non-action. This is the time to be still and not act, meaning that you can't, I'm not saying that you can't do anything, but this is the time that you don't have to do anything, and all you have to do is focus on your own energy. Okay, just suck it in, baby, suck it in, buttercup. That kind of expression, suck it in, buttercup. It's not a good energy to just suck it in, right? But sometimes we have to, because we don't have any choice, because we're not the ones setting the policy and procedure or the system. We're underemployed, we're working for them. Sometimes all we have to do is just that. But there's also the other side of this reading, when the universe is saying that you have to make a decision, that this is the time for you to make a decision. There's two solution here. Okay, that it's about time to ignite your passion, your desire. What do you really want? What do you want to come out of the situation? Okay, what do you want to? And that's what the universe is saying. They're drawing you to bring that fire back into you so you can make a decision. Maybe you're a little bit of a softie, because this is a Queen of Cups. Maybe you're a little softie. Maybe that this emotions that you have is not pushing you to get out of your comfort zone, because you're a softie. So there's nothing wrong about being a softie, but sometimes when we're too kind and we're too understanding and too forgiving about the situation, that sometimes we can't really take an action because we don't want to step on anybody's power or energies, because you have so much respect for them, because you have so much of love that's going on within you. But that's why the universe is saying, ignite your passion, bring up the fire in you, bring out the desire. What do you really want, Virgo, to happen at work that will be able to open up doors for opportunities, to be able to open doors to relieve your workload, to be able to finish your project, to be able to finish your workload, or to be able to advance yourself at your workplace? It could be a position upgrade or something like that. But it's all up to you. There's two ways here: surrender to non-action, or to take action, bring your desire back, bring your fire back. But again, Virgo, it's up to you. But the universe is saying, it's time. It's time for you to do something about this. Okay? Or else this world is going to be in reverse. You're going to be feeling like you're in a box. Okay? All right. Let's go to Virgo with no job. What's coming your way? You have the adjacent possibilities in reverse, clarified by the 7 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, 7, just have that in mind, 5 of Pentacles, and the Magician in reverse. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmation. Never-ending story. Compromise. Last one, conflict and defeat. Again, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. All right. So this April, Virgo, with no job, I think you there's still not gonna be any opportunities coming for you this April. There's not gonna be any doors opening up for you. There's no possibilities of having to pick something, because also even the 7 of Cups, these are also options, right? But it seems like you don't have any options this April 2023. Now the problem is the what's because of that issue, because of what you're going through, I think what's gonna happen is gonna cause conflict and feeling defeated, and it's for sure gonna cause you to be thinking on the negative side. It's gonna cause drama. This is gonna be drama. This is something that you're gonna feel like, my God, life sucks. There's nothing going on here. I'm not getting any opportunities. It's making me feel broke. This is the broke energy. I don't have money. How can I manifest money? How can I have some financial stability when I don't have the job in the first place? And right now I don't have any money coming in. Nothing. And so here you are, you're kind of sitting and throwing tantrums, like, my goodness, what's happening? I'm done with this. I've had enough of this. I feel like a failure. And it's like you can't think of any ways for you to find a solution, because there's no opportunity, no doors opening up for you, Virgos. Okay, so now you're sitting on a negative thinking. Can't blame you, Virgo. Can't blame you if you're facing this, you're going through this. But who wouldn't? When somebody does not have a job, this is what you're usually feeling, what they're facing, and for sure, you're gonna, when I say that you're not the only one going through this, you're gonna say, I don't care about other people if they're facing it. I care about my own issue. Okay, I want my problem to be solved. Okay, and I understand that, Virgo. I do, but I want you to know that you're not alone in this. You're not alone in this. Okay, and people are going through more of a hardship situation, and for sure maybe you're the one who's going through the hardship. You're going through the worst situation compared to the others. But what I'm trying to say is that you can't do much this April. And that is the sad part of this reading, that you can't do much. There's not a lot of wiggle room. There's not a lot of opportunities. There's nothing much you can do, because somehow there is no door opening up for you, Virgo, with no job. I'm sorry about that. And that's probably what you're going to be feeling throughout the month of April. Now, what the divine can suggest to you is to surrender to negative thinking. Yes, you might not have the job. Yes, you're going through the shitty situation. But for now, surrender negative thinking. To relieve the pain, to relieve the discomfort, to relieve the stress that you are facing. If you're gonna start thinking all these negative thoughts, it's not solving any problem. To be honest, you're not solving any problem. You're just putting more of a hole to where you're standing. It's kind of like, and you're in a quicksand. The more you move, the more you talk, the more you complain, you're sinking more and more and more. If you stay quiet and breathe in and breathe out and find that peace in your head, just for a moment, to not think about the negative thoughts that you're going through with this no job business, and kind of run away from the drama, and then that is the compromise that the divine and the universe is asking you, is to compromise. For now, they can't do anything about it. They're not saying that they're not helping you. They are helping you, but they have better plans. They have plans for you. But this April is they're just saying that just hang there, okay? But don't be so pessimistic. Don't be so negative here. There is a bit of a compromising. Maybe the divine and the universe is planning something special for you. That at this time, you're not seeing it, you're not feeling it, you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but they are doing something here. That's what I'm getting with this compromise. At this moment in time, you have to go through this, but at the same time, they are doing something for you too. There might be a little bit of a waiting time here, because the divine and the universe is cooking something special for you, Virgo with no job. Stay positive, stay optimistic, not to think about your problem. This reading is only for the month of April. Who knows, it might change the reading on May or June. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And I for sure don't remember what I said in the last month reading in regards to Virgo with no job. I don't know. But who knows, I might be tapping into a different group of people. But yeah, last month reading was good. But this reading not, because that's what life is. It's not perfect. Sometimes we have a good day, sometimes we have a bad day. Sometimes we have a good week and sometimes we have a bad week. Sometimes we have a good month and sometimes we don't have a good month. Or sometimes we don't have a good year and sometimes we have a good year. It's just like that. That's how life is. The most important thing is how you deal with the stress and how you deal with the problem. And I know you're going to say, it's easy for you to say, Grace, because maybe you're not going through it. Yeah, I understand. I've gone through it before. I know how it feels, but I might not be going through it now. But yes, but I went through it. I know what it means. I know how it feels. So do yourself a favor. Give yourself a breather. Don't be hard on yourself. This is temporary. It's not permanent and it will change. Your luck will change. You just got to start believing that your luck will change and that you're going to have the job when it's due time for you to have that beautiful job. The universe is cooking a job for you, so you just gotta wait a little bit. Okay, Virgo? All right. Let's go to the life reading. What's coming your way? You have the Magician and the Mirror in reverse. When I said at the beginning that you're going to have a hard reading, obviously you are hard. And having this Magician and the Mirror in reverse is another way of saying that life is going to be in a, hard position for you this April. Clarifying the Magician and the Mirror, you have the Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Let's put this thing here. The King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Yin. Reconsider. And disconnect and boredom. My eye is kind of stingy right now. Probably allergy. Okay. Let me look at this card quickly. There's something that you wanted, that you're wanting, Virgo. There's something that you're wishing. And at this point in time, you can't make that happen. Okay, you can't make that happen. Okay, and this wish could be anything. And it's causing some sort of a heartache, pain, or even just the energy of boredom and discontentment. Maybe you are in the time of your life that, or sorry, I'm burping. You're at the period of your life right now, because the last month reading was good. It was really good, but it seems like now you're kind of, for some of you, or maybe I'm just tapping into the other group of Virgos, or maybe this, or you could be also the Virgos from the last month reading, but this time you are facing something different. Maybe another lessons for you to learn, maybe another situation for you to deal with, because life is not perfect. We go through some good times and we go through some bad times. But this April, it seems like you want something, but it's kind of causing discontentment and boredom because you're not able to attain what you're wishing for. It's not giving you that emotional fulfillment. Okay? It's hard for you to manifest. You have the Magician and the Mirror here in reverse. Because when it's upright, this is the power. You have all the power that you need to manifest what you want to happen. Okay? And if this Magician and the Mirror is upright and this Nine of Cups is upright, this is saying that you can manifest what you're wishing for. But since both of them are in reverse, it seems like you're having difficulty manifesting whatever you want to manifest. And you're not seeing your power at this point in time that you can actually do this. It seems like you're more enveloped in the energy of failure, energy of lack, energy of depleted power, energy of low self-confidence or low self-esteem. Okay, or not having that energy of vibrancy and energy of rejuvenation or anything. It seems like there's nothing exciting, there's nothing inspiring you at this point in time. Okay, maybe some of you, you're going through some unhealthy relationships that's really causing you to be not emotionally fulfilled, to be heartbroken. Maybe you broke up with a relation, maybe you broke up with someone, maybe you divorced, maybe you separated yourself from a relationship that is toxic, that is painful, that is not to your highest good, but it's hurting you because it turned out to be a failed relationship. It turned out to be the person that you care about is toxic into your life. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be friendship, it could be family issues, it could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be anybody. But this relationship that you were in was not healthy and it's hurting you. Or maybe some of you, you're still in this relationship, okay, and still not able to separate yourself from it, and you're trying to manifest the power to separate yourself from this, and somehow you're not able to, despite of your discontentment and boredom in this relationship, despite of the pain and dissatisfaction, you're still in it. And some of you, you're already getting out of it, or you're stepping out of the relationship, and some of you, you're already out of it, but it's still causing some pain, it's still causing some emotional dissatisfaction and discontentment. And some of you, it doesn't have to be relationship. It could just be you're bored because there's nothing exciting in your life. There's nothing to look forward to. It seems like you're trying to find something that would open up door for exciting things to happen. Okay, maybe you want something to happen and you cannot make it happen. Let's say you want to travel to Europe, but you have the means to travel, but you don't have the time or days off. You cannot get approved, or you don't have a lot of vacation hours for something. Okay, or maybe you want to see you want to buy you just want to do something. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You want to do something, but because you're bored, you want to do something, but for some reason the situation is not viable for you to do it, not time for you to do it for some reason. Now this here, this group of cards here is something that can help you to manifest what you're wanting. Maybe you need to divert your attention to something else, having the Eight of Pentacles here. This is what I'm getting here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So what the Spirit is saying is that why don't you stand on your King of Pentacles energy? This is somebody who can make a decision. This is somebody who can ground their energy. I'm so hyped up right now. I feel like it's the coffee kicking in. It's like this King of Pentacles can make a decision. They can ground themselves and make the right decision. This is somebody who's determined to take action to fix whatever that's going on. Now, the universe and the divine is saying is that, okay, you want to get out of this energy of feeling stuck on this kind of emotional dissatisfaction, this boredom, this discontentment with your relationship or with your life in general. This is what you do. Why don't you refocus your mind to something new? This Page of Pentacle is a new idea, a new thing that is tangible that you can do. This is not just in the mind, this is not just in the heart, but this is something that is present and you can feel that it's possible. Okay, divert your attention, refocus your mind to something that you can work on while you are kind of facing this discontentment. Okay, or maybe one way to divert your attention so you don't feel all this and you feel more alive, you feel more useful, you feel more like you're accomplishing anything, you feel more, maybe to feel more alive, to maybe to pull you away from heartache, dissatisfaction in relationship or in life, or not able to do what you wanted to do. Okay, and that's what God and the universe is saying, is to reconsider. Why am I panting? Why am I having a hard time breathing? Sorry, too much coffee. So that's what the divine is saying. Reconsider. Why don't you reconsider having a new thing to be busy about, instead of getting yourself stuck on this specific situation in your life? Okay. Another way of reading this advice, this is for the first advice that I said is probably for something that you wanted to do if you're just bored or discontented with your life. But if you are in this unhealthy relationship, that you are not happy at all, that you're not contented, that is really hurting you or something, there is something that you need to reconsider. Okay, and I think this is going to be coming from a defined feminine energy, yin. Okay, you need to consider a yin energy instead of the yang energy where you have to take action. This is about just being on a receptive energy, being more on a forgiving, nurturing, loving energy instead of taking action. This is about sitting back and just relax and compose yourself and being compassionate. Okay, that is something that maybe it needs to be reconsidered. This is bringing you to more of a compassionate energy. The first advice is coming from a masculine energy. Okay, all right, and that's something that you can reconsider for. And I think this is advisable for people who just bored to death. Okay, and you want to manifest something exciting. That's just saying that you have to look into something else instead of focusing on that feeling dissatisfied. Now, in regards to relationship, I think what also needs to be considered is to be on the yin energy. This is about just sitting back and being forgiving and more on a calm and nurturing energy to yourself and to others. This is This is about focusing your mind and look into how can I make myself feel better about the situation? How can I make this not exactly to work, but maybe for some of you to work this relationship, but this is also for you to bring your divine feminine energy into the space of this situation that you are kind of going through in regards to a toxic relationship with somebody. And when you do that, it would help you to pull yourself out of that energy, that you're not going to be stuck in thinking of all this pain and dissatisfaction, but instead work on yourself. Work on yourself to refocus yourself on yourself and not towards the person that's causing this unhealthy relationship, or not to the situation that you're in, but to refocus yourself to yourself. Keep yourself busy, maybe do something that would take your mind off the situation. Do something that may be small, but it can pull you out of that situation. Something small, but you can manifest something, that you can manifest it. The thing about this magician and the mirror here is that God is saying, and the universe saying, is that you have all the things that you need in order to manifest what you want. Okay. But of course, when you want to manifest something, you have to be careful of what you want to manifest, because you can say something that it might not be for the highest good of you or other people, and then you're going to regret it. You have the ability, you have the power, but be careful what you ask for. But again, also to let you know that you do have the power, you all have the means to make this thing happen. But it's a matter of, do you want to embrace your masculine energy, or you want to embrace the yin energy? Well, depending on what situation you're in. Like what I said before, there's two advice. If you want to experience new things in life, well, you want to manifest exciting things in your life, then embrace the energy of the King of Pentacle, which is the masculine energy. But if you want to solve the issue with the unhealthy relationship, you have to see it on the divine feminine energy. So depending on what you're going through. So take what resonates, drop that's not. But again, you have to go through this. And there's a lot of reconsideration. There's a lot of, this whole reading that I'm getting out of you, Virgo, is it's gonna require you to contemplate. It's gonna require you to think, and it's gonna require you to make a decision for yourself, because it seems like you are kind of stuck in a situation that obviously a lot of things happening in your life and you don't know what to do with it, and it seems like limiting you. But you do have the power here, Virgo, because the last reading that I have is you do have the power. Okay, you do have the power, but there's something about this April that it's so debilitating, it's so heavy, and it's so powerful that it's making you feel like you're stuck. But in fact is, you do have the power to unstuck yourself, to release yourself from that situation if you desire to. Okay, so that's my explanation for the walking away in reverse, the world in reverse, the adjust in possibilities in reverse, and the magician in reverse, magician and the mirror in reverse. It's all up to you. You do have the power, use it. Okay, so gift from divine and from the universe this April 2023, you have joy. Wow, that's beautiful. It's nice to be happy when things are not going well in life, and maybe these could be small joys, small celebration, but enough to pull you out from that feeling dissatisfied and unhappy. And yeah, it will help you a little bit. So receive this one with open arms. Okay, clarity. All right, that's nice to have as a gift, and that's probably what you need for the month of April. Something that's bright and open, that you could see through it, that you could see what you need to see in this dark situation that you're in. Love, relationship, and education. As far as the love relationship, for the ones who This might not be related to this reading. This is probably just a side note that maybe some of you, you're going to enter into a love relationship for the month of April. And not everyone's going to go through this. And some of you, you're also going to go back to school to learn and to study something new, or maybe continue your education. Okay. And with this education too, there is something that you're going to be learning this April. It's probably a different lessons that you have to learn here, Virgo. It's a different, because we are learning, and we're not gonna, the learning or the education part of our life is forever. Until we die, we learn. And maybe there's something about this April, the situation that you're going through, that you're going to be learning again. And that is not to torture you, but for you to become better, for you to become stronger. Okay? But again, there's going to be some clarity coming your way, Virgo. And some joy. Some little trickles of joy here and there. So use it. Okay? Okay, this is your reading, my dear Virgo. I thank you so much. I am sending you lots of love and light. Bye-bye.